Hello teachers, Pastor Rocky Branch here. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're looking forward to an exciting new school year. As every school year brings forth all kinds of challenges, from being a young person myself that dropped out of high school, found himself in a lot of trouble, did not have an alternative school to go to. Probably wouldn't have gone to it honestly if I had the chance. However, I did live through those trying years. As a result, one of the things that was very important to me as a young person, even going to school before dropping out, was the care of the teacher. I don't think you can underestimate the value that you have in the life of a young person. Each of us can remember someone in our life that made such a great difference. The care is very important to these guys and gals because when they come back, they've had all sorts of loose living, if you will, and they've pretty much been able to do their own thing or run their own way. When they find that care, it's incredibly important to them. That care, of course, brings consistency. Consistency to a kid that's found his way on the wrong side of the tracks or is challenged about the right thing to do is so important. Because what happens to us when we're out there in the world, we see so much inconsistency that we need to see somebody that's real. Your part in that's going to be very important. To know that you care about them and to know that they can find you the same way every time is very important, because that's some of the things that they lack greatly in their life. I know myself as a young boy coming up without a dad in the home and a mom trying to do her best and me out running the streets the way I wanted to. When I would go to school where it had to be somewhat formal, you had to sit down and obey the rules, I didn't like very much. But one thing that was very important to me to see is that the teacher remained consistent, that I knew he or she knew what they were talking about and cared enough to be the same way every day. I know you face challenges, and greatly they are. But yet God is still able to help us in all things, to provide a way for us at least in times of challenge. Then one of the things I think that's very important about kids coming back to school and you as teachers that stand before them as leaders is your commitment. That you're strong and courageous and ready to go each day. It's hard to be on top of the world all the time. It's not unusual for somebody to have a bad day along the way. But it's very important for us always to have a commitment to the class. Kids are pretty sharp, especially troubled kids. They can understand and they can watch and they can pick out things that are going on. They can see what the deal is. And if your commitment is what I know it is, because teachers have that unusual way about them, then the kids will pick up on that very quickly. One of the things that I've always told our teachers to do over the years is a simple formula. I've always instructed them to do it the first day of class when you had students in the room. I always instructed them to go to the board and write 2 plus 2. Draw a line and ask a question. Does anyone know what this means or how much this is? Well, without a doubt, somebody's going to yell 6 or 8 or something like that, and everybody's going to laugh. But you have the responsibility to get that question answered. 2 plus 2 is 4. I always encourage the teachers to ask it about 4 different ways. What if I write it in the beach? What if I put it on a mountain? What if I tear it up on a piece of paper? Is it still 4? Does it always remain 4 no matter what? The obvious answer is yes. Why? Because 2 plus 2 is 4. Then the precedent has been set, because 2 plus 2 don't change. So then the rules come in. If you want to speak, raise your hand. That doesn't change. If you want to go to the restroom, raise your hand or ask permission, whatever your guidelines are. You've set forth a precedent, and then you've said to them, this is the way we're going to operate, and it's not going to change. And when you show that care, and you show that consistency, and you show that commitment, I think you'll have a calmer classroom. Because I know for sure that when someone knows the teacher's in charge because they care, much respect is given. I trust you'll have a great year. I look forward to seeing you, and I hope that all goes well for you. Thank you for doing what you do. It's a tough job. We could never thank our teachers enough for what you have done. And thank you for this opportunity. God bless you. We'll see you soon.